Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jed. Welcome to the Altcoin update. Starting off with our usual XRP, you can see this daily uptrend did end up holding. So again, sorry to sound like a broken clock, but these are the times where you want to enter when times are boring, right? It's not too late as long as you're accumulating support, it's not too late because we have this daily apex until the end of February, March. Um, and that's what it's looking like against these tested resistances. So what I'm really looking out for is this untested daily. So even if it does break out this local, daily downtrend, we still have this untested daily that's going to act as resistance. But regardless, I think XRP, with the movement, it's very limited as of right now. I mean, unless you're an investor, you would, obviously accumulate on support around this region. Um, but locally, I think there's just better altcoins that you can find better gains at. Just considering that there's so many downtrends here. You have this weekly down here. And I know it sounds crazy, guys, but quarter two of 2024 is where I'm looking. The fireworks is going to happen here. As you can see, we had many moves up here, and I think it just needs to settle down for a bit longer. Okay, so next up is TRX, guys. Man, it's looking good. It's breaking out of weekly, right? The more daily hard closes above this weekly, the better. And as you can see, as it's approaching this weekly, there's our smaller time frames like the daily as it moves up, right? So just like what we spoke about Bitcoin, you know, once it breaks the daily, it's gonna go to the next daily. I mean, next when it goes to the weekly, right? In this case scenario, it's gonna go after the next weekly. But just keep in mind, on the way up, there are levels, there are resistances that it has to break out of. Okay, so here we have a perfect example. It's breaking out of the daily. I mean, out of the weekly. I'm sorry, but you have dailies like this where it's being retested, perfect retests here. So if we go on the weekly, um, so there's still 3 more days until this candle close on the weekly time frame. So if 3 more daily candle closes above, this weekly level, that'll be solid and that would set itself up, increase its chances of even testing higher into the 14-cent range. Okay, now with Suncoin, because TRX move, it looks like Suncoin also moved, but it rejected this untested daily level. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make this dotted now. Accumulation is still on this uptrend. If you want to do something more local, I would say more so around this origin level. So now you're stuck within this daily region up against this uptrend. But regardless, you still have this weekly downtrend that's going to act as suppression until the, end of March, but it could happen earlier depending if it holds this daily resistance. Finally, track guys, like I mentioned, we have the suppression, right? This is our magic 8 ball. It's giving us the time frame when we'll see a breakout for track. In this case, you see it hold this daily support really well, although it is being tested multiple times. If that breaks, the last resort would be this uptrend. I wouldn't even aim for this tested. It's this uptrend that it would be aiming for. If that holds, that would set itself up for a breakout move, a breakout above, and ultimately, for the fact that these are already tested levels, I can see that, easily breaking out of it if it does break out of this apex. Finally, PZP guys, this is perfect guys. Like I mentioned to you guys, this is your opportunity to accumulate, right? This is a pretty much a textbook example of apex here. Um, you see it holding the daily uptrend. There's nothing that hard closing below it, and eventually it sparked up a move here. So I'm genuinely surprised on the daily time frame. It looks like if we move it back here, that's more of the, we stick to the larger time frames. That's more that fits more of the perspective. On the macro time frame. So the last green candle before this downtrend, that's a swing low. Um, and yeah, it tested a bunch of 4 hours. So let's see how this reacted. So this is the daily. We have 4 hour levels here, right? We saw some resistance around that area, but because they were already tested and it was approaching an apex, you know, the volatile move, it's more likely for that to easily break out of those tested levels. And here you can see, right, it's respecting a daily uptrend, so it's most likely going to respect that same resistance on the time frame. As you can see, here's this daily level. It's a nice, perfect test. On the 4 hour, it looks like it may have tested within this region here, but we really rather stick on this daily because that's the macro level that we're focusing on. Um, Let me see, go back here on the daily. So pretty volatile move. It's a pretty strong wick up. Really, pretty heavy rejection. So I would expect that there may be some, some sort of retracement uh, against this daily here. Um, let's just evolve this from here to there. And yeah, now we're working within this daily range is what I'm focusing on. We do have this macro. Wow, yeah, this actually should be red, not blue. So we have this daily downtrend. Um, yeah, this is a 4 hour. So this daily downtrend, and now that we're playing with daily levels, this is really the apex that I'd be looking at right now. Um, and yeah, so so yeah, really good movement across all the board on all these altcoins. Some may not be as volatile as others, but um, uh, all looks good. You accumulate and you accumulate with expectation that it's going to move up higher, and that's what we're seeing right now because Bitcoin is moving up. So hopefully we can see Bitcoin continue moving up, and increase our altcoin bags, right? So happy trading, guys. I will see you on Friday's mastermind. Take care.